Reflection. Looking back throughout the short years of my 22 years of life, I, Stevie Ray Collins, never dreamt that my journey would have ended at this very spot. Looking down the barrel of my enemies, I knew my demise was imminent. Even a genetically engineered angel couldn't have seen what was to come. I thought I had as much chance as anyone, living a normal life, free to decide my own destination. I was dead wrong. The Illuminati would never retract their ironclad claws from my flesh. I was their prized treasure, and my sticker was far too valuable for them to ever let go of me. I may be a piece of property to the family, but this piece wasn't going down without an old-fashioned fight. But first, I had an uprising to go to. The world had gone to hell in a handbasket. The system we once knew and depended on, from the simplest task as getting the Sunday newspaper, had come to a screeching halt. Every little minuscule part of our socialism, economy, and commerce had gone rogue. Famine blanketed the countryside like a frozen winter. Folks forced from their homes to the streets, banks closed, and the almighty dollar suddenly crashed. People rioting, and innocent ones shot in cold blood, left to bleed out onto the streets. As if in one sweep, the United Nations collapsed in less than one day. The new authorities under the rule of National Socialism declared the order to be invoked. Like martial law, only far more sinister. Our old government had completely fallen. It was gone. Vanished in one night, just like the walls of Rome. Our system collapsed, crumbling to the ground. New rulers had emerged, or maybe they'd been ruling all along, behind the shadows in secret. Aidan was right. The elite were always there watching, hiding, and waiting for their time to act. The populace were blindsided. I recalled something that Aidan once told me. If people knew the dark things that lurked in the shadows, they would go insane. At the time, I didn't understand. A lot had changed since then. Now, I understood exactly what he meant. I wished I could go back to that time of ignorance. As reality played its evil hand, the rulers had spread their poison like Hitler conquering half of Europe. Although this uprising was on a much larger scale, taking the world by sweeps and bounds. The Illuminati had the world by its feet, but not me. I refused to give them my free will. Because of my threat and rebellion, they wanted rid of me. I reckoned, since I wouldn't join their political massacre, they viewed me as their enemy. I reckoned that any opposing threat had to be dealt with effectively. But I wasn't going down alone. I planned to take some with me. It was going to be one hell of a 4th of July in my neighborhood. This time, I was coming with my guns loaded, just like the gunfight at OK-Frecking-Corral. Or at least, that was my theory.